Hello, hello, and welcome back to Tennis Ace. We're doing things. It's day 15. And Jesus Christ, we were on day 13 for like 80 parts, weren't we? It's nice that day 14 was not that long. I sit down at the nearby bench to rest after a particularly draining exercise session. Even though the courts are being converted for use in the festival, Coach found us a loophole. We can still do most of our aerobic training outside the courts and then go inside the locker room to get changed. This way, we at least don't stay idle. Some of us also take the time to practice our swings. Basically, as long as we're not using the actual ball, it's all golden. The feeling of my muscles on fire has gotten as common over the years that it's almost soothing in its own way. I take a chug out of my bottle of energy drink, rejoicing upon feeling the cool liquid inside my mouth. Practice is the one thing that can get me to clear my mind, and these past few days I've needed to do that more than ever. Coach certainly seemed pleased to see me working out with so much vigor. I've never mind the fact that he has no idea what I'm doing in the first place. How's progress? Saya shows up, and I wasn't looking, and takes the seat next to mine. I've been doing some progress on improving my backhand. I don't want to end up being targeted again like it was that match with Yuya. That's the Akita you faced in the finals, right? I nod, taking another sip of my drink. Man, that was tough. I'll bet. I didn't expect to see you working that hard for a win before playing against Tanaba-kun. I didn't even want to think of playing against that guy, but yeah, that's why I'm working on my backhand. It just made me realize that if a guy who knows absolutely nothing of strategy can still figure out that my backhand is an easy weakness to exploit, then I need to address it. Saya gives me a few taps on the back, smiling cheerfully. It's so good to see you putting in effort again. What are you talking about? I always put effort into it. The fact that you're even saying that just shows how out of touch with reality you are. Oh, fuck off! Are you really gonna take that tone with me? She cracks her knuckles as a warning, and I immediately gulp. You're right. Yeah, that's it. You're right. I've been lazing around a lot. That's better. Jesus, this girl is terrifying when she wants to be. Well, I should be getting ready to go home. I'm just going to. Get the freshmen give the freshmen some advice, and then I'll be going. See you. Have a safe trip. You too. She gives me a little wave as she hops away and really hops. Okay. Towards a group of freshmen that seem to be waiting for her. I'm surprised by how dutiful she is to the club. I suppose she was always the responsible type. Her personality just goes a damn good job of masking that. Better to get going. And now I'm talking to myself. Wonderful. Despite the protests of my legs, I walk back towards my locker so I get so I can get changed and go home. I swear I can hear some creaking here and there with each step I take. Guess I've been overdoing it a little lately. Ah, hello. I see Shuichi standing in front of my locker with his arms crossed, leaning his back against the metal door.
Ah, there you are.
I look away from him, walking right to the door and nudging him away so I can open it. Here I am.
Do you want to go somewhere together, now that practice is over?
Always. Don't you have to keep up with your curfew?
I should be fine if it's just one time.
Your dad will chew you out if you get home late.
I know. I'm okay with that. I just want us to hang out for a bit.
I think I'll pass. I still can't even look at him in the eye. Every time I do, I keep having those thoughts again. Ever since that stupid Haruki told me all those weird things, I've been confused. What's wrong with me? You should probably get changed. If you stay in those sweaty clothes too long, your fur is going to stink more than it already is. God, this is awkward.
Can you at least wait for me while I get dressed?
I really am in a hurry to get home right now. I'm afraid to even look up to see what his face is like right now. Yeah, well, it's stern. I wouldn't be surprised if he was really mad at me right now. I know I'm being unreasonable. I know I'm being obvious. I'm just weaseling out of an uncomfortable situation without doing anything about it. I know that. But I don't even know what's happening to me right now. If I do, or say anything wrong, I could potentially ruin my friendship with him. And the thought of that alone already terrifies me. Without saying another word, Shuichi walks away from me. He's probably gone to get changed. I take this opportunity to finish getting changed myself. As fast as I can, so I can get out of here. Why would you do that? Like, come on, Yuichi. Like, just, invite yourself to his place. I'm sure his daddy won't, mind that you're there. Right? He seems nice about things. Before I noticed, I had already zoomed out of the door with my bags hanging over my shoulder. I should probably be in the clear for now. I'm not being normal lately, and it's only been getting worse since these past couple weeks. So many things just started clicking in places lately. Things I never even had a second thought about suddenly seems so suspicious. I hate it. All of a sudden, I feel a hand firmly grab me by my shoulder and stop me as I walk. I spun around where I stand and am greeted to Shuichi, his face looking incredibly annoyed and angry. My eyes instinctively go down to my feet.
You're coming with me!
Shuichi, I really need to...
That's not an option!
He grabs me by my wrist and starts pulling me back towards the school building. Wait, Shuichi! He doesn't give me an ear to my complaints and forcibly drags me away without a word. The metal door closes behind me with a loud bang as Shuichi nearly slams it shut. For some reason, he drags me towards the rooftop.
Talk to me.
Talk about what?
For God's sake, do you think I'm stupid or something? You've been ignoring me all week. How about you start with that?
I don't know what you're talking about. That's ridiculous.
Come on. Do you really think I'm that dumb?
Yes.
You've been ignoring me ever since you spent the night at my place. You barely talk to me when we're together. With everyone else, you actively go out of your way to avoid spending time alone with me. You don't answer your phone. You don't text back. You're not slick. It's pretty damn obvious that you're avoiding me.
That's...
Look, Yuichi, I don't know what happened, but I'm sorry, alright?
Huh?
Maybe I was too hard on you because of that thing with my sister. I know you meant well, and I'm sorry I got.
No! That's not it at all.
I see. Look, I might not know what it is, but whatever I did, I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing to me if you don't even know what happened?
Because sometimes, because some things are more important to me. Getting ignored by you hurts. You have no idea how much it hurts. So it doesn't matter to me what I did or didn't do. If it means you'll stop ignoring me, I'll apologize however many times I need to.
I'm speechless. My chest suddenly feels really tight. Stop it. You don't have to apologize. It's nothing you did.
Then what is it, you?
I can't think of any words. Seeing the look on his face makes my chest hurt, even more for some reason. Not being able to bear it, I look away from him.
There you go again. Again. You're not even looking at me.
That's not...
It has to be something. Come on. Just tell me, please.
Why is he saying this? Why is he being so sweet and understanding? If he realizes what I've been doing, then why isn't he mad at me? Why is he only making me feel more confused?
You.
Shuichi calls my name out one more time. He sounds so strained, as if he's already nearing his breaking point. Seeing him like this, hearing him call my name like this, why does it make my chest hurt so much? I've just been really confused and worried lately, even before the party thing.
What do you mean?
I'm just unsure about how you feel about me. Even though I've wanted to keep quiet about this, before I noticed, the dam inside me bursts.
What? What's that even supposed to mean?
I swallow 1, 2, 3 times in an attempt to get the words to come out. I decide to leave out the part with Haruki because I don't know how he'd react. The last thing I need right now is for him to get into a fight with someone over that. It's just, I've noticed a lot of things you do or say to me aren't the kinds of things you do for just anyone. And once I realized that, a lot of things you've done for me in the past, I just started seeing them in a different light. And I don't know anymore whether you think of me as a friend or... My voice trails off before I can finish that last sentence. No, it's more like I can't bring myself to finish that sentence. Because it's the last step. After I open this door, there's really no coming back. Even if he can piece together what I'm trying to say from all this, even though I know that wouldn't be hard at all for him to do, I still can't bring myself to bring myself to words. Because whether my suspicions turn out to be correct or not, voicing them out loud would just change everything. Shuichi! His eyes dart to the floor, looking away from my gaze. His face is red. Something clicks inside my head. I realize that he can't deny it. The reason he can't look at me is because he can't deny it. Shuichi, now you're the one avoiding me.
No, sorry. It's just that you really caught me by surprise. So you noticed before I had the chance to tell you, huh? Man, I really hate myself for letting that happen.
Even though I already knew it, hearing it said in actual words makes my heart skip a beat. Why is my heart beating so fast? Why is it that I somehow feel happy to hear it? What's going on with me? So it's true.
Yes, I'm sorry. To be fair, I did try telling you before, but you didn't hear me that time.
What?
Yeah. So you pieced all of this together, but totally forgot the other time. When we went to the festival, you were hiding. We were hiding from the rain in that alley at the night. You.
I can't.
Jeez, it's just like you to be this dense. So this is why you've been avoiding me this past week. You figured it out.
Yeah.
You're probably disgusted by it. Yeah.
What?
It's okay. I'll leave you alone. You don't have to say anything.
The sound of Shuichi choking on his words as he says them breaks my heart. He turns away and begins to leave. Wait! Before he walks away from me, I reach out and pull him back. I don't know why, but my body just moved on its own. Don't just decide how I'm supposed to feel without even letting me talk, damn it. The words came out of my mouth before I even noticed it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell.
It's alright.
Shit, my mind is drawing a blank. Say something. Just say something.
I should
Wait, just let me collect my thoughts. Shuichi nods, pulling away his arm that I'm still clutching in my right hand.
Okay, just say what you have to say.
How am I supposed to think straight when he's looking at me like that? Even though he's smiling and trying to put on a brave face, he's crossing his arms so tightly around his body that his hands are shaking. Just seeing this, I already know about what he's thinking. He's preparing himself to be rejected. I've been very confused lately about my own feelings.
What?
I see his hands relax for only a split second. Collecting every shred of courage I have, I swallow one last time before speaking. Ever since I realized this about you, I've just been thinking about it all the time. I just can't get it out of my head. I can't get you out of my head. I've even had dreams about you, and I don't know why. My chest hurts right now, and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with me. He's oddly silent right now. The thing I just said, it sounds oddly like a confession now that I think about it. But I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. The inside of my head is just jumbled up. Is just so jumbled up that I feel so lost. What? Shuichi!
Sorry. I know I shouldn't be laughing right now. Yuichi, I think you might have a crush on me.
I do.
Jeez, you're so slow on the uptake. How can you not notice it yourself?
I don't know. Is it really it? I've never had romantic feelings for anyone before. I don't know what it's supposed to be like. I guess I'm just a bit curious. I don't want to accept it, but this is pretty much what that wolf told me. God, I want him to be wrong just out of spite. Do I really have a crush on you?
Beats me.
What? But you just said.
Come on. How am I supposed to tell what you feel? I'm not a mind reader. Besides, you already know that I have feelings for you. It'd be very suspect if I tried to convince you that you have feelings for me. No.
I guess. Shuichi reaches out with a hand, tenderly brushing it against my cheek.
Do you feel better after getting it out in the open?
Not really. I'm still confused. What about you?
I feel so relieved.
Really?
Yeah. You have no idea how scared I was of your reaction. I thought for sure I'd lose you if you found out. I've been carrying these feelings and this fear for years.
Years?
Yeah. Please, let me say this properly for once.
Shuichi's hand grasps mine. I swallow loudly in anticipation and then nod.
I love you. I've loved you since we were kids.
I choke on my words, unable to come up with something to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know if I really have a crush on you and now love and
Don't worry about it. I've had feelings for you for the longest time. They've had more than enough time to develop and reach this point. While you've only been thinking about me recently. If you do have feelings for me at all, I don't expect them have reached that point.
He's being so understanding. My heart is beating so fast. I've never felt this way before. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be sure.
I could think of one way to be sure.
What do you mean? Before I can wrap my head around what is going on, Shuichi puts his arm around my waist and pulls me closer to him. My hands instinctively go to his chest to keep us from bumping together. That's when he wraps his other hand around mine, gently stroking his back, and my hand with his fingers. He gets so close to me that our noses touch. I can feel his breathing on my face. My mind immediately goes blank. Everything else seems to disappear from my sight. The only thing I can properly see is Shuichi right in front of me.
How about this?
He looks down at me, his big green eyes staring right into me, sparkling with so much life that I can feel myself getting lost in his gaze. It's at this moment, with him cradling me so close to him, that I finally feel the enormity of his affection for me. My heart speeds up even faster, so fast that I'm afraid it's going to burst. But I also notice one thing. Your heart's beating really fast. Shuichi chuckles, pressing his nose a little closer to mine. The tip of his nose is warm and fuzzy, and having it this close to me makes my face feel warm.
Of course it is. Look at the position I'm in. There's no way I wouldn't be nervous right now. I had a hard time
imagining you being nervous. You look so confident most of the time.
Thanks for having so much faith in me. Right now, I'm terrified. Just feel it for yourself.
Shuichi squeezes my hand, pushing it even harder against his chest. I can feel his heart beating rapidly against his chest, maybe even faster than my own.
See?
He smiles at me, and that immediately makes me melt. Shuichi. I can't even seem to form words at this point. My brain is swimming in so much white that I feel as... that I feel as if I'm about to crash.
Would you let me go one step further?
My mouth feels so dry right now. I am flashing back to that dream I had last week, and that I have been thinking of since then. I feel like my heart's about to stop. Still, silently I nod. Shuichi leans a little closer to me. I close my eyes. That's when I feel something warm and moist, gingerly pressing against my lips. Shuichi's touch is gentle, almost fleeting. It's almost as if he's holding himself back out of fear he'd make me flee. My body, however, immediately reacts to the situation. I press into the kiss. For a second, I truly believe that my heart has stopped. I can't hear anything. I can't see anything. All I have is the feeling of Shuichi's lips against mine. In that moment, for some reason, I feel like I can truly let go of my worries. I accept his kiss and his embrace, and just let myself go do what comes naturally to me. My heart sings in joy, a joy I've never felt before. This is my first kiss with my best friend, and yet it doesn't disgust me at all. I truly feel like I belong here. Nothing has ever felt so right for me. That's when Shoichi pulls away from me. I immediately miss the feeling of his body pressed against mine. When I realize that I miss it, I suddenly feel really self-conscious and embarrassed. Though I imagine it can't be different for him. Can't be too different for him, since Shoichi's face is still bright red. That was...
would be too cliche if I said it was everything I'd hoped it would be.
That's really embarrassing to hear.
You're really cute when you're embarrassed, though. But, how did it feel for you?
I have a hard time putting it into words, or at least speaking the words I think out loud. I can't help but feel embarrassed. I mean, this is Shoichi I'm talking about. It's suddenly be talking about this kind of thing with him, about him. It's embarrassing. I think we're good to give it a try.
You mean, give dating a try?
Yeah. Oh man, my face feels so hot right now. Shushi immediately pounces me, wrapping me in another tender hug. Shoichi!
Sorry. It's just, you have no idea how happy it makes me to hear you say that.
He might think I have no idea, but the speed at which his heart is beating is already a dead giveaway. Oh man, this is so embarrassing.
I'll bet. I have had a lot longer to get used to this idea than you did. It's okay if it feels weird for you for a while.
I never said it felt weird, though.
Huh. Hey, you.
Yeah?
You know you're not ready to say it back. I know you're not ready to say it back, and I don't want you to feel pressure to do it. I don't even know if we'll ever get to a point where you will be, but right now, because I've been holding back so many years, I just want to say it again. I love you.
The sun's light shines on his face, causing his eyes to seem like they're twinkling. It makes everything seem so much more real. The intensity of his feelings is so much that I blush and look away. It's so embarrassing.
You idiot.
You idiot.
Huh. Yeah, I am an idiot. And I can be your idiot. You just have to ask me to be.
Yeah. I curve my body forward, resting my forehead on his neck. At least right now, none of this feels wrong. At least for now, for the first time in over 2 years, my mind isn't racing with ideas and worries anymore. Oh, okay. A little abrupt, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll see you around, everyone.